What's up guys, my name is Annie and welcome to this video. So my friend recently got a boyfriend. Woo, her first boyfriend. But the thing is, this is her first boyfriend. Now me, having been dating people since I was in kindergarten, having always been in the dating game, I have a lot of experience dating. And she has zilch. So my phone is basically the dating tip hotline for her. So I'm gonna make a video as to why I encourage young dating and also have some dating advice for you. Yay! As a kid, being a kid from the kid's perspective, it helps a lot to be able to already know your standards. Because here's what tends to happen in like elementary school and middle school. So, what do you like about Jimmy? He's funny and smart and nice and cute, and he gives me cookies at lunch. That's what you want in a guy? I mean, he gives me cookies at lunch. Standards. The whole point of that was to just show you how your standards mature as you get older. Because I literally dated someone out of convenience once. I was lonely, he offered, I was like, sure. Why not? But when you date people because of convenience or just because they're there, which is convenience, if you date someone because of convenience, it's not a healthy relationship. Maybe. I mean, maybe you decided to date someone because of convenience and now it's like you're married with 5 kids. Most of the time that doesn't work. When I've done it, it hasn't worked. My standards were just so low in middle school. If you look at the people I dated, no offense, but my standards were pretty low. That is actually super offensive. Everybody had low standards in middle school. That's just how it was. I had low standards, everybody had low standards. Now, the people my friends who weren't dating anybody until high school, and now they're in like, I have a friend yeah. She should be dating her boyfriend for about a year now. She's never had a boyfriend, and besides him, and they should be dating for about a year now, I think. So I mean, it will work sometimes, and it can work if you wait till high school. But I feel like the more you date in elementary and middle school, the more you figure out what you like and what you don't. That's how kids figure out if they're gay or not in middle school and high school, because they're experimenting with the people that are around them. And I think that's healthy, and I think that kids should do that. I think parents should encourage the young relationships in middle school and elementary school and not be like, you can't date anyone until you graduate. You need to focus on your grades. Because you know what? Most of those grades won't matter when you get out of high school, says the person still in high school. But maybe your child is like me and they want to entertain, and taking calculus in high school isn't going to help them entertain. The thing is, I'm very passionate about this. I think kids should date each other at a young age, because then when they start growing up, first of all, they know the signs that means that they have a crush on someone. My friend that just got her first boyfriend didn't even know she had a crush on this guy until she started talking to me about him. Until he asked her out. She texted me like, so Danny, a guy asked me out at school. Insert freak out here. The thing is, I don't know if I like him. Well, I mean, do you get nervous around him? Do you always find yourself wanting to see him? Do you just like him better than other people? And so we went on this long conversation about me trying to help her figure out if she liked this guy. The more she talked about him, the more she realized, so that's what this feeling is. So the thing is, she was totally oblivious to the fact that she was acting like she liked him around him, and the fact that she actually liked him. It's these things that you should totally be dating people, even if you don't even like them. You should be dating people in middle school just to figure out what you do like. It's experimenting. You experiment in high school and middle school. That's your time for figuring out who you are. And I've said this before. You figure out who you are in school, and maybe you've got to figure out when you've got to go into the real world. Most people don't. You still figure it out there, but it's a lot more risky when you do. More specifically, like targeted towards dating, experimenting in the real world is a lot more risky because there are people out there who already know what they're doing and already know what they like And if you're trying to figure it out in the real world, you're gonna break some hearts and cause some serious damage. In middle school and high school, you're not gonna cause that much damage. It's a middle school and high school relationship, and when you grow up, you're gonna look back on it and laugh. Both of you will. So it's a better time to do it in middle school and high school than out in the real world. And I think parents should encourage this so that they know if their kid is gay at a young age. Maybe you thought of that. They know if their kid is even going to get married or even likes being in those types of relationships. I just think it's so important for kids to get the experience when they're young so that they know what they're doing in the real world. People do this outside of dating and encourage this outside of dating. Like job shadowing. You shadow a job so you know what a job looks like in the real world. And they give us a bunch of homework so that we know how to manage our time in the real world. All the things that you do to us that we hate in middle school and high school is to prepare us for what's really out there. So what's to say that we shouldn't be dating people in middle school and high school to prepare us for what's really out there? There should be kid bars that serve water. We're gonna have to know how to make friends outside of work, because some work facilities don't let people date inside the workplace, whatever. So we're gonna have to learn how to date outside of work, outside of an environment that we're already set in. We have to like go out and search for people. So we should know how to do that without using Tinder. I just think it's so important to be able to at least simulate this stuff in high school, in middle school, and elementary school, so that we know what we're doing when we get out into the real world. If you want us to get married so bad when we're 25, then why didn't you teach us how to even tell if we like somebody when we were 15? That's my rant for today. Yeah. So that's why I support young dating and young relationships, and I look at them and I think that they're so cute and that they won't last, but it's so cute to think about them. I mean, if you're one of those lucky people who have a high school sweetheart, which my chemistry teacher has a high school sweetheart, and it happens, people do it, and it's amazing, so that's another reason why have a really long-lasting relationship. But if this video helped you or convinced you in any way, let me know in the comments below so that I can continue to convince you of things that are in my brain hole. Or maybe if you disagree, let me know why in the comments, because this is one of those things where my gift of perspective doesn't really work. I don't understand why you wouldn't. I mean, besides the fact of I want you to focus on your schooling so that you don't fail and become homeless, but there's only so much focusing that you have to do on schooling in order to not become homeless. You can spend that other time getting... That's the other thing. That's the other thing. Yep, my mind's working now. That's the other thing. That's why parents don't want the kids dating. You need experience! Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, that's cool. I'll see you next week with a better video. I'll see you soon. Bye! Oh man, Hurricane Irma is happening right now. So this is gonna be in this video is gonna go up October 14th, I think. So this is, oh my gosh, this is an entire month after Irma happened. I wonder what it's like. I wonder what Florida looks like. Holy crap, this is going way into the future. Man, wow. So, in my perspective right now, there are 3 hurricanes. Jose, Katrina? Not Katrina. It's like something with K that's in the Gulf of Texas. And, Irma, which is the biggest hurricane ever. Man, this is gonna go up in exactly a month. I wonder what this is gonna look. I wonder if I'm even gonna be alive in exactly a month. I live on the East Coast above Florida, so I'm kind of in its way, but the path just veered more west, so maybe we have school off on Monday. I wonder what it'll be like. I wonder if I'll still be living in the same house. I wonder if my grandparents are okay. My grandparents are in a house right now. I wonder how different it's gonna be, because it'll be different. Florida's gonna get wrecked, but I don't know. They're saying it's gonna get worse. It's at a category 4 right now. It was at a 5, it went down to a 4. People are saying it's gonna go back up to a 5. Yeah, that's my rant for all the hurricane today. Bye guys.